Welcome to this week's edition of Oncology Updates, covering the latest breakthroughs. Brought to you by Lucid Quest, BeiGene has received a positive CHMP opinion in the European Union for TEVIMBRA, also known as tislelizumab, in nasopharyngeal cancer. In the Phase 3 Rationale 309 trial, the combination of TEVIMBRA with chemotherapy significantly prolonged both progression-free and overall survival. Median overall survival reached 45.3 months versus 31.8 months with placebo and chemotherapy. No new safety concerns were observed. Bayer's sevabertinib has been accepted for priority review by the U.S. FDA for HER2 mutant non-small cell lung cancer. The application is supported by results from the Phase 1, Phase 2 SOHO-01 trial. Sevabertinib targets HER2 mutations and has previously received breakthrough therapy designation. It may provide a novel treatment pathway for patients with pretreated HER2-positive NSCLC. China's NMPA has approved trastuzumab rezetecan for HER2 mutant NSCLC. It is the first domestically developed antibody-drug conjugate approved for HER2-positive NSCLC in China. In the Horizon Lung study, the drug demonstrated an objective response rate of 74.5% and a median progression-free survival of 11.5 months. The product leverages Hengrui's proprietary ADC platform. The BLA for patritumab deruxtecan in the U.S. has been voluntarily withdrawn. The HERTHENA-Lung02 trial did not meet its primary endpoint of overall survival. Biomarker analyses are ongoing to identify patient subgroups that may benefit. The HER3 targeting ADC continues in broader clinical development. HLX22 has received orphan drug designation from the European Medicines Agency for HER2-positive gastric cancer. This follows similar designation by the U.S. FDA. The therapy is currently in Phase 3 trials for metastatic gastric and gastroesophageal junction cancers. Commercial interest is supported by a licensing partnership with Alligator Bioscience. EBC129, an antibody-drug conjugate developed in Singapore, has been granted fast-track designation by the U.S. FDA for pancreatic cancer. It targets CEACAM5 and CEACAM6 in pancreatic ductal adenocarcinoma. Clinical data is expected to be presented at ASCO 2025. Abbisko's irpagratinib has received breakthrough therapy designation in China for hepatocellular carcinoma with FGF19 overexpression. Irpagratinib is a selective FGFR4 inhibitor, and there are currently no approved FGFR4 targeting therapies globally. A pivotal trial has already been launched in China. Imfinzi, or durvalumab, has been recommended for EU approval in bladder cancer. In the Niagara Phase 3 trial, Imfinzi combined with chemotherapy showed a 32% reduction in the risk of recurrence and a 25% reduction in the risk of death compared to chemotherapy alone. It is poised to become a new perioperative standard of care. Candel Therapeutics' CAN2409 has been granted Regenerative Medicine Advanced Therapy designation by the U.S. FDA for localized prostate cancer. In a Phase 3 trial, the gene-based immunotherapy demonstrated a 30% reduction in the risk of recurrence or death. It has also received fast-track status, with a potential BLA submission targeted for the end of 2026. Clarity Pharmaceuticals has initiated the Phase 3 Amplify trial for 64 QSAR-BIS PSMA in biochemically recurrent prostate cancer. The imaging agent has shown enhanced lesion detection compared to standard PET agents and aims to secure FDA approval as a diagnostic tool. Astellas has entered into a licensing agreement with Evopoint Biosciences to acquire CLDN18.2 targeted antibody drug conjugate, XNW27011. The deal includes a $130 million upfront payment and up to $1.34 billion in milestones. Phase 1, Phase 2 studies have been conducted in gastric, gastroesophageal junction, and pancreatic cancers. The European Commission has approved a subcutaneous formulation of Opdivo for multiple tumors. This marks the first subcutaneous PD-1 inhibitor available in the EU. Approval was based on the CheckMate 67T trial, which demonstrated non-inferiority to intravenous Opdivo. The new route offers a more convenient injection lasting 3 to 5 minutes. Stay ahead in oncology research. Like, share, and subscribe for weekly updates. Visit lqventures.com or email us at